Hey folks, in today's video, we're going to answer the question, can I buy an annuity without a broker? The answer is yes, but it's extremely limited. There's like 2 companies that you can go to. These companies are direct to consumer, so there's no broker involved. But there are some major flaws by going outside of a broker. First thing you need to know is if you use an annuity broker, it's not there's typically no fees out of your pocket. The insurance company pays us a commission. Yeah, it's a nice commission, usually from 2% of whatever you invest, all the way up to 7% of whatever you invest. So, for example, if you had a $100,000 annuity, it could be a $2,000 commission from the insurance company to the broker, all the way up to $7,000 in commission to the broker from the insurance company. So give you an idea of what our commission is like. That's what it is. Now, these direct-to-consumer annuity companies, they take that commission and they put it into the annuity. But the annuity is only as good as the contract itself and the company and the staff and the longevity of that company. So we're going to talk about that. Most folks who want to buy an annuity without a broker, they think that they're going to get some sort of advantage or upper hand on it. And the reality is they're not. They might get a higher fixed rate on a MYGA, but you're going to deal with a company that's B-rated or super small or super brand new, trying to figure out the kinks of how to run an annuity company. And those tend to not do so well in the long term. So that's one con of going direct to consumers. The 2 that you can go to, if you just don't want to listen to this rant on why you should use or why you shouldn't use a broker and go direct to consumer, you can go to Gainbridge. They are owned by Group 101, and they've been around for less than a decade. Here you go, Group 1001. This is it. Gainbridge is kind of a MYGA company and a SPIA company. The MYGA company, they offer a higher interest rate. They have one particular type of annuity out there that says that you can skirt the 10% early withdrawal penalty and have a taxable MYGA. Don't know how that works. I'm going into my 18th year of doing this, and I don't know one annuity that has the MYGA label where it's not tax deferred and is taxable. And when you ask them, because I've had people ask me that they've asked Gainbridge, and Gainbridge won't give out the information, which is a little sketch. So you're just dealing with a company that's super young. And me personally, I don't think 30 years down the line, are they around? Okay. The other annuity is a SPIA. I'm not a fan of SPIAs. I'm not a fan of giving up control over your money to an insurance company, especially an insurance company that's young and has a lean staff. The other one is Canvas Annuity. This is a company owned by Puritan Life, B++ rated company. The staff is super small. They're super young. They're about 4 years old. If you're going to buy a MYGA from Gainbridge or Canvas, my usually rule of thumb is don't go longer than 5 years. So if they have a 3-year, buy a 3-year MYGA, you should be fine. 5-year MYGA, you should be fine. But buying a SPIA from them, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's my personal opinion. I think these guys need to have some sort of tenure, and they need to figure things out and make sure that they don't overprice their products. And I think time is the only way to correct that. And even when you do a SPIA, you're not necessarily going to get the highest income. So what I typically recommend is look at what Gainbridge offers, look at Canvas Annuities offers, direct to consumer, no agent. Well, that's kind of skewed too, because they say there's no agent or broker involved, but their staff are licensed agents and brokers. So it's kind of like, all right, you might get a slightly higher interest rate environment, and you're dealing with a young and a lean, meaning a small company, right? One being a B-rated company. Speaking of B-rated companies, there's so many good products out there. There's over 1,500 annuity products in the United States today. And I would tell you there is no reason to get a B-rated company. Just not. You can get your problem solved with an A-rated company that has been around for 50 plus years, period. Okay. But if you want, and what we recommend is I would compare. I would do a stress test. Compare what Gainbridge has to offer, or Canvas, or these direct-to-consumer annuity companies that come out of the woodwork in the future. And just, you can come to the Annuity Expert. We have an annuity calculator here. Go to calculators, annuity calculator, and you can look at the real-time payouts and compare them to the income annuities that those direct-to-consumer companies offer, and see what the payouts are. These here payouts are revocable payouts, meaning you don't lose control of your money. Those other companies, you lose control of your money. Okay, which leads into like the other negative of a direct-to-consumer company is like, it might not be an issue now, but in 10 years from now, you're going to want to get some solid advice. Do you really think you're going to get independent, unbiased advice from a company that sold you an annuity? No, there's not. And I will tell you from 18 years of experience that there are more people that I've encountered that don't know the answers to their own company's products questions that work for that company than an independent annuity broker. So let me give you an example. I had a client last November who sold a commercial piece of property for $4 million, and they were going to appeal $2 million out of that and buy an annuity for income and his wife. And I called this major, you see them on television, annuity companies, and I had to call three times to get the right answer to one of their annuity product questions. And that happens every single day. I call an insurance company, I have to double check them because they're either, and the way I can tell is they either stutter or they kind of like give me some fluff answer. But the reality is you're going to be stuck in a position where you don't have anybody to give you a solid answer. And when it's 5, 6, 7 years, 10 years down the line, the annuity that you buy today is highly likely not to be around because products come and go. And the folks at those companies are highly likely to give you the incorrect answer. And you've made this commitment for a long period of time and you wanted to go around an agent. You didn't want to get a broker. You didn't want a broker to get paid a hefty commission because you thought you were going to get hosed in the end. Well, let me tell you something. Our commissions don't affect your annuity contract positively or negatively. It's factored in when the actuaries create those annuity products. The analogy I use is there's 100 pennies in a dollar, and those actuaries allocate those 100 pennies to bonuses or liquidity or a fixed interest rate or a higher income payout or more upside potential or a fee and a commission. All that is figured out before it even hits the streets to buy, and it doesn't affect you at all. So there's no reason why not to use a broker. Yes, we make a hefty commission and we work hard for it. Our job is to make sure you're taken care of. Our job, like a real estate agent, is to make sure that when you buy a house, you know the pros, the good, the bad, the ugly of the house. You know how to close the house, etc. So if you're looking to try to buy without a broker and it's because of the commission, let me tell you, you are doing your own self more harm than if you used a broker. So yes, you can buy an annuity without a broker. We don't recommend it in most cases, not all cases, but most cases. We just think if I'm looking at mitigating risk, you have a higher probability of some sort of negative experience along the way over the next X amount of years than if you used a broker who put you in the right contract in the first place. Hope that answered your question. If you are one of these direct-to-consumer companies that watching this video, no offense, but you're young, you're lean, you're small, and you don't have the industry experience and the field experience to back up justifying going around an agent or a broker. My opinion, not a fact, but I think most of our clients that deal with us are happy they're using a broker because it's a free service to the consumer. and they end up with a product that they particularly like. The other thing is a broker allows you to compare against 30 to 50 companies as opposed to one. So keep that in mind too. So sorry for the rant. No, I'm not sorry for the rant. You should know this. Annuity is a big purchase. It's like buying a house or a car. You should know the advantages and the pros and the cons. Okay, so going to the Annuity Expert, go to your favorite search engine, Google, Yahoo, Bing, type in the Annuity Expert. If you want to know if you're buying a MYGA or fixed annuity, whatever you want to call it, go to top interest rates, fixed interest rates. We have a human being updated every single day. We've updated it as of this morning. You can see the top rated interest rates from A-rated companies. You can see the top rates regardless of rating. We separate it out for you. And then we have a table here where it has all the fixed interest rates on MYGAs that we sell. And you can see how long they've been around. And then if you're looking for income from an annuity, remember, irrevocable stream of income. You lose control over your money with those direct-to-consumer companies. You don't want to do that. Go to our calculator, retirement-based calculator, annuity calculator, go in here, type in your information. You can do it anonymously, no email address, no phone number. Nobody's going to pick up the phone and call you unless you fill out the form, and stress test the income. And this will all be revocable payments, meaning you get to maintain control over your money, earn interest, lump sum death benefit, covers you or you and your spouse's lifetime, and you have the choice of canceling that contract. So this was a rant. I understand that, but it's something you need to know. You can call us if you have any questions, 770-755-1565. Hope all is well. Talk to you soon. Like and subscribe. See you.